but we also talked about moments where there were just some miscues, and that was our defensive rotations. And against a team like this where either they want a layup or a three, you have to be where you need to be. But I thought, certain players set the tone. We just talked about it in the locker room. Journey Thompson set the tone out the gate. Jaden Simmons, she's taking a charge. Trayana Crisp taking a charge. Jay rebounding. These two sitting next to me for sure took over, made some big plays. But what I look at is a new team coming together. Jaden Simmons is the only returning veteran on this team. And there are so many newcomers and so many moving parts. And if you even look at the team from when we started to where we are, just Thanksgiving, that they're different people on the court. And so Addie, who's sitting next to me, she was ready when her name was called, right? Ice took over. Again, these are two new people to our program. And I told them it's January. And we're getting better in a lot of areas. I don't like moral victories, but I wanted to tell them what they did well. Because the more that you do well, the more you build. And so I'm proud. We held them to 58 points. This is a team who averages 91. But on the flip side of it, we got to make those layups. We make our layups, we make our free throws, it's a different ball game. But we talked about we got them, now we have to finish the play. So you guys got to know me. I'm not going to come in here and ever say it's doomsday. I'm going to always talk about us growing and us getting better, because that's the goal. And so I'm proud of how hard we fought, but there are some things down the stretch where we just needed to focus to finish plays.
Coach, I know, in the first half, like you said, missing some shots, but defensively, it seemed like quite a bit. You took them to late in the shot clock quite a bit. What were you saying, in timeouts on breaks to just adjust, because they would get a layup like with barely 1 second left, or just like throw up, not that it wasn't a good shot for them, but like throw up a shot. What are you saying adjustment wise? Because like you said, you're not hitting shots, but defensively you're right there for 29 seconds of the shot clock.
Well, and I felt like the game plan, obviously Pilly's going to command a lot of attention, but you can't let the other players get off. And I just thought there were plays where they got second opportunities on offensive rebounds. And so when finishing the play, you made them take the shot that you want, or it was a contested shot. You can't let them get it back. So that's what we talked about more than anything as far as the adjustments. We have to be better in holding them to that one shot and not letting them get second and third opportunities, because that's where the percentage goes up.
For Addison, when you made 2 3-pointers in the third quarter, the Arizona State bench was going crazy. How did you feel in this moment?
That feeling is probably the best in the world, just knowing my teammates were excited and happy. I'm obviously upset that we didn't win, but that feeling, if we can bottle that up and bring that every game, I know they got my back and I always got theirs at the end of the day. And I love them all, so.
Coach, just overall, with the 41 points, just what did you see offensively that, you think could get better?
We just got to finish. We got to the free throw line, that was part of it, but you got to knock them down. We got layups. When you look at the amount of shots taken, and you compare the layups to their layups, because it was a layup or a three, we took the same amount of threes, made the same amount of threes. We just had to focus and finish around the rim. There were moments I thought we were fading away where we didn't come off two, but I'm looking at the shots that we did get. You execute into the right shot, now they have to knock them down.
And then, Jalen, even in the second half, defensively, you guys had caused some turnovers, but was that kind of more of an emphasis point to get out in transition against them and stop them from just kind of camping out in the half court?
Yes, actually. Coach A emphasizes on running the floor. That's one of her principles. So for me, just to understand that we need to run in transition so that we can get those easy layups, because a team like that, they didn't like to run in transition. So for that to be one of their weaknesses, definitely had to emphasize it and run the floor.
And for Coach, when the Sun Devils lost Trayana Crisp in the first quarter, how did it impact for Arizona State? And are there any updates to how Crisp is doing, by the way?
Well, when she went down, of course, you could feel the air leave the arena. You never want to see that, and for sure what Trey means to our team. We don't have an update as of yet. We do know it was her shoulder, but right now she's seeing the doctor, and we'll know more later.
you talked about effort this year, you know, full 40 minutes and kind of stuff. It didn't look like that was an issue tonight. Would you agree with that?
You know, I would probably say about 38 minutes. We still had a little more we could give. No, we just talked. We played hard. We flew around, and I was proud of that effort. And like Addie said, and I said, we need to bottle that up. But we're working on that every day. I mean, we took 2 charges tonight, right? It was a couple of those 50-50 balls that I think we could have got. We'll find them on film, and they know that they will see them. But those are the difference-making plays. And winning time, you need those second chance opportunities. We have to be better rebounding the ball. So those are areas for us to continue to work. 37 rebounds isn't enough, right? We need to get in the 40s. We need to have 20 offensive rebounds. We need second and third opportunities. So those are the numbers that when we talk to the team, that's how we measure. So is it always opportunity for us to continue to grow? Yes. But did we play hard? I thought we did, yes.
And then with Trey's injury, just kind of injuries starting to stack up again, unfortunately. Just do you have any updates on any of the other players that maybe could come back?
Not as of right now, no. We just, fingers, toes, everything crossed, that her report's okay. Yeah.
Anything else? Thanks, gang.
I have another
Oh, sorry.
question.
Yeah.
What are the positive outlooks for the next few games? I know you have emphasized on the word consistency and wanting to continue that team chemistry, even though the Sun Devils are dealing with a lot of key players. What is the message for that?
What's next player up? And that's the one thing we said with our team from day one. We have enough around the circle, and when your name is called, you have to be ready. And I think Addie showed that tonight. Her name was called and she was ready, but she was ready because of what we do in practice, because of what she brings in practice. And so it's just a great opportunity for us to go back, watch film, talk about what we did well, talk about where we need to improve. But we told them, you know, it's next play, right? These games are now going to start coming quick, and you have to learn from it, you have to adjust, and now we have to get ready for Colorado.